Vitamin D3 is far more than just a simple vitamin. It is a fundamental signal in the body, quietly orchestrating a multitude of processes that sustain life and vitality. For older adults, its role becomes even more crucial because as we age, our bodies naturally produce less of it, and yet our need for its benefits only grows stronger. It is intimately connected to the health of our bones, helping to maintain density, strength, and resilience so that every step we take, every stretch, and every movement can be performed with confidence and stability. Without sufficient vitamin D3, the body struggles to absorb calcium efficiently, leaving bones more vulnerable to fractures, weakness, and gradual deterioration. This is not just about avoiding injury, it is about preserving independence, mobility, and the simple joy of moving freely through daily life. But the influence of vitamin D3 extends far beyond the skeletal system, reaching deep into the immune system, where it acts as a conductor, guiding the activity of cells that defend against infections and inflammation. A well-functioning immune system is a cornerstone of health, allowing older adults to respond to challenges with resilience and reducing the risk of prolonged illness or complications that can accumulate over time. Vitamin D3 also plays a subtle yet profound role in muscle function, helping maintain strength, coordination, and endurance, which are essential for balance, preventing falls, and supporting overall physical performance. It is fascinating to consider that a single molecule, produced naturally in the skin under the influence of sunlight, can travel through the body to influence so many systems simultaneously, from bone health to immunity to muscle function and beyond. There's also growing evidence of its impact on mental health, mood regulation, and cognitive clarity, showing that vitamin D3 is not limited to physical well-being, but extends to emotional and mental resilience. Low levels can contribute to feelings of fatigue, mild depression, or lack of focus, subtly reducing the quality of life over time, while adequate levels help sustain energy, alertness, and a sense of vitality that makes daily living more joyful and engaging. This interconnectedness highlights a larger truth about aging and health, that nourishment, movement, and light all work in harmony to sustain the body, and that attention to something as seemingly simple as vitamin D3 can produce profound effects across multiple aspects of well-being. For older adults, it is not merely a nutrient to check off a list. It is a companion in daily life, a source of support for strength, resilience, and vitality, reminding us that our bodies are capable of remarkable adaptation when given what they need. By prioritizing vitamin D3 through sensible sun exposure, a nutrient-rich diet, and thoughtful supplementation, it is possible to maintain bone health, muscular strength, immune resilience, and mental clarity, creating a foundation for a life that feels active, empowered, and fulfilling. It is a powerful example of how small, consistent choices ripple through every system in the body, and how attention to fundamental needs can transform the experience of aging into a time of strength, awareness, and possibility. Vitamin D3 works best when it is supported by a thoughtful combination of sunlight, diet, and supplementation, and understanding how these elements interact can transform the way older adults approach their health. Sunlight is the most natural and efficient source of vitamin D3, and it's fascinating to think that something as simple as stepping outside can trigger a chemical process in the skin that nourishes the body from within. The ultraviolet B rays of the sun interact with cholesterol in the skin to produce vitamin D3, which then travels through the bloodstream to impact bones, muscles, immunity, and even mood. For older adults who may spend more time indoors or live in regions with limited sunlight, intentional exposure becomes a crucial practice, whether it's sitting in the morning sun, tending to a garden, or taking a gentle walk outside. Timing, consistency, and balance are important because too little sunlight may leave the body undernourished, while too much without protection can carry risks. And learning to harmonize exposure with safety is a form of self-care that reinforces a deeper connection to the body's natural rhythms. Alongside sunlight, the foods we choose each day play a significant role in maintaining vitamin D3 levels. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines are particularly rich in this nutrient, while eggs, fortified dairy or plant-based products, and even certain mushrooms can contribute meaningfully. Incorporating these foods consistently, rather than sporadically, allows the body to receive a steady stream of support that complements sunlight exposure. Meals can become intentional acts of nourishment, moments where each bite is a gift to the bones, muscles, immune system, and mental clarity, reminding us that health is built gradually through attention and care, rather than through a single act or supplement. Supplementation is often necessary, especially for older adults who may struggle to produce enough vitamin D3 naturally or whose dietary intake may be limited. Choosing a high-quality supplement based on blood tests or guidance from a healthcare provider ensures that the body receives the levels it requires without the risk of deficiency. And it also provides peace of mind, knowing that a simple, daily habit can create profound benefits over time. The beauty of this approach is that sunlight, diet, and supplementation do not operate in isolation. They interact synergistically, each enhancing the effects of the other. Sunlight initiates production, foods provide building blocks, and supplements fill gaps, creating a seamless system of support for overall vitality. Recognizing this interconnectedness encourages a mindful approach to health, where each choice matters, from the walk taken in the morning light to the carefully prepared meal or the daily routine of a supplement. It transforms the management of vitamin D3 from a passive concern into an empowering set of actions that older adults can take confidently, reinforcing the idea that their health is within reach and that consistent, thoughtful practices have the power to sustain energy, strength, resilience, and well-being throughout each stage of life. Movement is one of the most powerful companions to vitamin D3. And for older adults, it transforms from a simple habit into a celebration of what the body is capable of at any age. Gentle exercise, walking, stretching, or even playful activities like gardening or light household tasks provide more than just physical benefits. They create a dynamic environment in which vitamin D3 can fully support bone health, muscle strength, balance, and coordination. Muscles respond to movement by becoming stronger and more resilient, and when vitamin D3 is present, it helps them absorb the energy and nutrients they need to function efficiently. It's remarkable to think that the combination of sunlight, movement, and proper nutrition forms a three-part symphony, each element enhancing the others, guiding the body toward optimal performance. The beauty of exercise in this context is that it doesn't need to be strenuous or complicated. Small, consistent movements done mindfully can have profound effects. Simple actions like taking a brisk walk in the morning sun, performing gentle stretches before bed, or engaging in light resistance exercises with bands or small weights all contribute to better muscle tone, joint flexibility, and circulation. Every step taken outdoors also encourages additional vitamin D3 production through sunlight exposure, creating a natural cycle of nourishment, activity, and vitality. Balance and coordination, which are so important for reducing the risk of falls, are improved when muscles are conditioned and responsive, and vitamin D3 plays a subtle yet vital role in facilitating these adaptations. Over time, older adults may notice that daily movements feel easier, that rising from a chair or climbing stairs requires less effort, and that energy levels throughout the day are more sustained. This is not just a physical transformation, it is a shift in confidence, a reminder that the body is capable, adaptable, and deserving of care. Incorporating movement into daily routines also supports mental clarity, mood, and emotional well-being, creating a sense of accomplishment and reinforcing positive habits. Walking outdoors, stretching, or participating in group exercises can also provide social and emotional benefits, combining the physiological advantages of movement with the uplift of community and connection. It encourages a mindset of empowerment rather than limitation, emphasizing what the body can do rather than what it cannot. And as movement becomes habitual, it strengthens the synergy between vitamin D3, muscles, and bones, creating a resilient foundation that supports independence and quality of life. For older adults, this integration of gentle, consistent exercise with proper vitamin D3 levels and mindful nutrition is transformative, showing that age is not a barrier but an invitation to move with intention, nourish with purpose, and embrace daily routines that cultivate strength, balance, and vitality. Every step, every stretch, every moment of mindful movement becomes an affirmation that the body can thrive, that life can remain active and fulfilling, and that by pairing physical activity with vitamin D3, older adults are investing in a lifetime of health, energy, and confidence. Lifestyle habits are the invisible framework that allows vitamin D3, movement, and nutrition to work together harmoniously. And for older adults, cultivating thoughtful routines can transform daily life into a source of energy, resilience, and vitality. Sleep, for instance, is often overlooked, but it is the time when the body restores itself, repairs muscles, strengthens bones, and fine-tunes immune function. And when vitamin D3 levels are adequate, these restorative processes are even more efficient. Prioritizing consistent sleep schedules, creating calming bedtime rituals, and allowing the body to rest deeply not only improves physical recovery, but also enhances mental clarity and emotional balance, making each day feel lighter and more manageable. Stress management is another essential lifestyle habit because chronic stress triggers inflammation, interferes with immune responses, and can deplete energy over time, counteracting the benefits of vitamin D3. Practices like mindful breathing, meditation, gentle yoga, or simply taking a few quiet moments in nature allow the nervous system to reset, helping the body and mind respond more effectively to daily demands. Simple routines like walking outdoors in the morning sunlight, stretching after meals, or enjoying nourishing meals at consistent times contribute to a rhythm that the body recognizes and thrives on, creating a stable environment in which vitamin D3 can exert its full benefits. Hydration is equally important because water supports every cellular process, aids digestion, maintains joint lubrication, and ensures that nutrients like vitamin D3 and calcium circulate efficiently throughout the body. Even small adjustments, like drinking a glass of water before meals or carrying a bottle on walks, can reinforce these benefits and make daily living more comfortable and energized. Consistency is the key to lifestyle habits because repeated small choices accumulate over time, producing long-lasting effects that dramatically improve mobility, balance, immunity, and mood. Meals that are rich in whole foods, combined with daily movement and adequate sunlight, create a natural cycle of support for the body. And when stress is managed and sleep is prioritized, every part of this cycle is amplified. Lifestyle habits also influence mindset because when routines are intentional and self-care becomes a consistent practice, confidence and optimism grow, and older adults can approach each day with a sense of control and empowerment. It shifts the focus from limitations to possibilities, showing that vitality, energy, and resilience are accessible when habits align with the body's natural needs. Small daily rituals like stepping outside to feel the sun, preparing colorful, nourishing meals, practicing gentle stretches, and taking moments to breathe deeply become powerful tools to reinforce both physical and mental well-being. In this way, lifestyle is not simply a backdrop for health, it is an active participant, guiding the body to respond efficiently to vitamin D3, supporting immune function, bone strength, muscle resilience, and emotional stability. When habits are intentional and consistent, older adults discover that the combination of movement, nutrition, sunlight, and mindful daily routines can sustain strength, energy, and balance, allowing them to live each day with confidence, independence, and joy, and to approach aging not as a limitation, but as a stage of life full of opportunity, vitality, and the quiet power of consistent, nurturing choices. Mindset is the thread that weaves together all the benefits of vitamin D3, movement, nutrition, and lifestyle habits. And for older adults, it can transform the way each day is experienced, allowing vitality and energy to flourish even in later years. How we think about aging, health, and our daily choices shapes not only our emotional state, but also the way our body responds to nutrients, exercise, and sunlight, creating a profound ripple effect that influences bones, muscles, immunity, and mental clarity. Approaching life with curiosity and gratitude opens the door to noticing opportunities for nourishment and movement, seeing each meal, each walk, each stretch, and each moment of sunlight as a chance to invest in well-being rather than a chore. A positive mindset encourages consistency because when we believe that our actions matter, small daily practices like spending 15 minutes in the sun, preparing a balanced meal, or taking gentle exercise are no longer optional, but rather acts of self-respect that ripple through every aspect of our health. This mental approach also reframes challenges, helping older adults see limitations not as barriers, but as signals to adapt, to move mindfully, or to adjust routines in ways that maintain strength, balance, and resilience. Confidence in one's ability to care for the body strengthens adherence to healthy habits, which in turn supports vitamin D3 utilization, bone health, muscle function, immunity, and even mood, creating a harmonious feedback loop between belief and action. Mindset influences energy levels and motivation as well, because a body that is nurtured with positive thoughts responds more efficiently to nutrients, movement, and light. And the mind that is engaged and optimistic encourages engagement in life rather than withdrawal. It reminds us that health is not simply a physical condition, but a dynamic interplay of body, mind, and environment, and that taking ownership of one's attitude can magnify the effects of nutrition, exercise, and lifestyle practices. Daily practices like mindful breathing, expressing gratitude, celebrating small victories in movement or nutrition, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the sunlight on the skin help cultivate a mindset that is empowering rather than restrictive. Such practices reinforce the body's responsiveness to vitamin D3, helping to maximize energy, support bones and muscles, and maintain mental clarity and emotional stability. It is remarkable how the mind, when aligned with intention, acts as a catalyst for all other health behaviors, turning consistent actions into long-lasting vitality. Older adults who cultivate a positive mindset discover that they can approach each day with purpose, embrace movement with joy, prepare and savor nourishing meals, and prioritize sunlight and rest without guilt or pressure, all while feeling empowered to maintain independence, strength, and balance. In this way, mindset is not a superficial or secondary consideration. It is a core aspect of health that interacts with every habit, every nutrient, every step, and every breath. By nurturing optimism, resilience, and intentional awareness, older adults create a fertile ground in which vitamin D3, diet, exercise, and lifestyle habits can thrive together, allowing life to be approached with confidence, energy, and a profound sense of well-being.